I wanted to do something big, something that would actively contribute to my community in more ways than one.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm really excited to give you a brief rundown about what I did for my Eagle Scout project. In the summer of 2021, I volunteered at an organization called Healing Meals in Simsbury, Connecticut. I worked as a youth chef in the kitchen, and on the farm, I was a youth farmer, and that is me working on the farm. I look a little bit out of place among the group of older volunteers that day, but it was an awesome time. My favorite job was digging for the potatoes. It was like digging for treasure. When it was time to do my Eagle Scout project, I asked them if there was anything that I could do to help. They told me that one of their big issues was vegetable washing efficiency. They had to bring the unwashed vegetables from the farm back to the facility and then wash them in the kitchen sink, which took up a lot of resources, time, and used a lot of space in the kitchen. By July, my desk was full of sketches and diagrams. I had solicited donations to raise money for the project. I had recruited volunteers to help me put up the project. And I had also taken care of all permits that I needed to do. Completing the exterior structure took about 2 days of work. In the end, it measured 9 feet tall, 9.5 feet long, and 5.5 feet wide. The next step was to locate the pre-existing water line that ran water from the house to the barn. Once we located the water line, we knew we were good to start digging the trench to connect from there to where the sink would be. With the water line located and the trench in place, we installed a T in the pre-existing water line and ran black polyflex pipe about 30 feet from where the pre-existing line was to where the sink would be. To bring the water up above the surface, we had a special connector that connected the black polyflex pipe to a frost-free yard hydrant. The hydrant was self-draining, which meant water would not get stuck in it and therefore it would not freeze and break during the winter. At the top, we installed a vacuum breaker that would prevent backflow of water back into the hydrant. The next issue was figuring out how to connect the 3/4-inch threads on the vacuum breaker to the two 1/2-inch threads on the faucet. To do this, we had to get a little bit creative. The large braided hose that you see in the picture is actually a washing machine hose, and then that's connected to a dishwasher connector. The dishwasher connector then connects to the two supply lines which connect to the sink. With the water all sorted out, we were ready to put together the actual sink and the faucet. The water then makes its way into our drainage system, which is equipped with a P-trap as well as a vent to ensure proper drainage. Finally, the water ends up in a small dry well about 5 or 6 feet away from the structure. The dry well consists of a perforated tank and drainage stones surrounding it. The placement of the tank and the stones ensure that water will be spread evenly back into the ground. This project took me over 6 months to complete and cost almost $3,000. Between the paperwork, planning, and doing, I had about 150 hours on this project, and with my volunteers, a combined total of almost 250 hours. My hope is that by having this vegetable washing station, Healing Meals will be able to maximize their vegetable washing and bring more food to people who need it. And also, I hope that they can get more youth volunteers on the farm working the vegetable washing shift.